What's up, guys? You know who it is. It's your boy Kenny with Jdm Muscle, and we're in front of the 350Z. Today, I've got some brake pads I need to replace on the rear. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you just how easy it is and how fast we can get it done. So on the stock lug nut, it is a 13/16, so let's just take these off. Guys, and from here you can see everything's exposed. We've got the rotor right here, caliper right here, pads right here. Of course, we're trying to get to the pads. So I've already removed. It's just going to be two 14 millimeters. So let's just get these all the way off. So once those are off, we can just slide this bad guy right out. Just like that, we've got the caliper off. Let's pull these little pads and see how they are. Shit. Now guys, since we are this far, we've got the brake pads out, caliper is off. To actually remove the bracket for the caliper, it is a 19 mil, two of them are on the back. We do have to take that off to take off this rotor right here. That way we can actually get to where we need to adjust for the handbrake. So if you do want to re-tighten your stock handbrake, this will be how to do it. All right guys, so the top 19 mil out, the bottom is almost out as well. And guys, it is unconnected. Guys, a little tip I want to show is if you can't get this off because it's corroded from the back, grab a rubber mallet and just go around the whole thing, keep turning it, and I promise eventually it will work itself free. And look at all that rust and crap. All right guys, now that we are down to this part, you can see this is what we twist counterclockwise or clockwise to tighten or loosen this. So I'm just going to give a couple twists. And that is just how simple it is to tighten your right, stock. So now that we have everything all the way down, we've adjusted our handbrake. It is now time to reassemble everything and put the new brake pads on. Step one, let's put our brake rotor back on. All right, guys, now that the brake rotor is back on and in place, it is time to put the caliper bracket back on. Of course, this just slides right over here with the two 19 millimeters. So let's get the 19 mils. I found it easiest when putting my brake caliper back on is to actually put it on the bottom part first while putting this whole bracket on. And that's what ended up working easiest for me. And then we'll just put it right into place with the two 19 mils behind. So when we're done, it'll be sitting like this. And then I'll show you how to properly put the pads on. All right guys, top bolt's on. Now to put the bottom 19 mil in. All right guys, so from here we can tighten down both 19 mils. You can see I've got the brake caliper extremely easy. I just need to push in this plunger right here or this piston. So once we push in the piston right here, easiest thing I'm going to do is put the brake pad right in front of it. Put a big C-clamp on and compress that piston, and we'll easily be able to slide it right back into place. All right, guys, so simply like this, you can see I've got my C-clamp. We've got the caliper piston right there. I'm going to go behind it, and in front of it, I like to slide a brake pad, old one, right in front of it. So right from here, we can start to tighten down on it. And this will compress that back piston in straight. That way you're not doing it all wonky or crooked. You want to make sure that piston goes back and forth nice and smoothly. So I'm just going to compress it until it's all the way flat. You can then take your C-clamp off the brake pad and let's slide in our brand new brake pads. All right, guys, so brand new brake pads are in hand. I always like to go the back one on first, so I'll try not to get in the way of the camera. Try to do it just by feeling. All right, back pad is on. Now time to put the front one. Pretty easy. They are shaped the way they should go. Once that's easily into place right there, we can flip this into its location. Don't mess up your little rubber boot. I already have my bottom bolt in. We can put the top one in. And guys, that is it. Let's tighten down both 14 millimeters to hold the caliper onto the caliper bracket, and that'll secure everything on. From there, make sure you tighten up your 19s holding on the bracket itself. Otherwise, this is done. Let's put our tire on and let's go rip and make sure that we have working brakes, as well as, now that I've adjusted that e-brake handle, let's make sure that that locks up too. Guys, simply the next step. Let's just get the tire back on. There's nothing wrong with double checking your work. If you think you might not have tightened something all the way down, don't ever feel like you can't go back and check it, especially if you're doing it by yourself. Better be safe than sorry. So from here, let's get all 5 lug nuts on. Let's tighten them all the way down. This is a job complete. All right, guys, so that is another video done. That is just how easy it is to change the rear brake pads on a Nissan 350Z, as well as if you're already down there and you've already torn everything apart. If your handbrake just isn't grabbing the way it used to and you've adjusted as far as you can, you're already down there. Might as well just tighten up the handbrake adjustment, that little counter screw. Just tighten it up a little bit. That way it locks quicker. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Subscribe, hit the like button. Otherwise, peace out, and until next time.